Chosen one, what I'm about to share with you right now could be the turning point in your entire life. If you're watching this, it's not by accident. You were led here by a force greater than yourself, a divine hand that has orchestrated every single step of your journey so far. You didn't stumble upon these words, you were guided to them. There's a reason for that. Deep within your spirit, you already know. You are on the brink of a transformation so profound it will alter your destiny forever. And yes, this transformation has everything to do with your wealth, your abundance, and the unimaginable prosperity that has been calling your name from the moment you took your first breath. Before we go any further, take a moment to do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with the number 7777. This number will be our signal to the universe, a powerful vibration that amplifies the message you're about to receive. If you are truly a chosen one, you'll stay until the end, because your spirit knows this revelation was tailor-made for you. But be warned, if you're not ready, if fear, doubt, or hesitation still have their grip on you, you might not make it all the way. However, for those who do, your life is on the verge of a wealth-filled journey unlike anything you've known. Listen carefully. You have felt that quiet nudge in your heart, that subtle sense of destiny whispering that you were meant for more than the struggle, more than barely getting by. You've sensed that there is a bigger purpose, a higher calling resting on your shoulders, and for the longest time, you might have brushed it off as just a dream or a fantasy. But it's not just a dream, it's real. And the shift you've been praying for is already in motion. Right now, the doors to abundance are creaking open, beckoning you to walk through them with unwavering faith. This is no coincidence. Your life of wealth starts now, but you must act. I want you to pause and ask yourself, why has everything in your life transpired the way it has? Why the detours, the obstacles, the moments of heartbreak and the trials that tested your spirit? It was all preparation. Every setback, every tear, every long night of wondering if there's more to this life, those experiences were your training ground. They tempered your soul, sharpened your intuition, and prepared you to finally receive what has always been your inheritance, the wealth that was written in your destiny before you even arrived on this planet. Many people misunderstand wealth. They see it purely as finances, money in the bank, material gain. But as a chosen one, you know better. Wealth is multidimensional. Yes, it includes financial prosperity, but it also includes spiritual depth, emotional fulfillment, and the freedom to live life on your terms. It's the power to create, the power to give, and the power to stand tall in your purpose without being chained by lack or limitation. And here's the truth that so few truly grasp. The moment you decide, really decide, that you are ready to receive this wealth, every resource you need will begin to flood into your life. You might wonder, why is it so important to act now? Because there's a divine window of opportunity open to you, and it's not going to stay open forever. It's here, in this precise moment. Whenever God orchestrates a shift of blessings, there is a timing that cannot be missed. You can feel it, the urgency rising in your spirit, that sense that something massive is just around the corner. That's not your imagination. That's your soul receiving a signal that now is the time to stand up and claim the inheritance that was always meant for you. If you ignore this, if you let your fears dictate your actions, this window may close, and you will be left wondering what could have been. Chosen one, you are not random, and neither is your calling. There are no accidents when it comes to a destiny as significant as yours. You've battled too hard and come too far to turn away at the threshold of your breakthrough. Remember those dark nights, those moments of defeat where you questioned whether anything you did mattered? Remember how you kept going anyway, holding on to even a sliver of faith. That faith is what carried you here to this point in time, where your life of wealth and abundance is about to burst forth like a river in the desert. The choice is yours. Will you stand at the edge of the promise and shrink back? Or will you charge forward with courage, no matter the cost? So many people talk about faith, but true faith is not static. It demands action. It means moving even when you can't see the full picture, trusting that each step you take is guided by a higher power. Faith is the currency of the spiritual realm, the very force that draws unseen possibilities into tangible form. When your faith aligns with bold action, that's when miracles erupt. That's when blessings overflow. That's when the impossible becomes your reality. This is not the moment for timid prayers or half-hearted efforts. This is the moment for audacious requests, for large-scale dreaming, for believing in the radical generosity of God's hand on your life. You must shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from "I hope" to "I know," from "I wish" to "I claim." The wealth that is stored up for you in the heavenly realm is waiting for your declaration. It's waiting for you to say, "Yes, I receive it. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I believe." Once you do, watch how swiftly circumstances begin to rearrange in your favor. Let's be clear, this journey isn't solely about you having more money or material gains. Those things will come, make no mistake, but it's also about what you do with them. As a chosen one, you're called to be a vessel, a steward of God's abundance. When your financial life expands, so does your ability to help others, to uplift communities, to support causes that resonate with your heart. Your wealth is not just for you. It's a divine assignment to bring change, hope, and empowerment to those around you. That's why the enemy, in the form of fear, doubt, or negative voices, tries to keep you in lack. Because once you tap into your true wealth, you become unstoppable. Open your heart right now to the very real possibility that everything in your life can shift in an instant. Perhaps you've been taught to be realistic, to quell your desires so you don't get hurt. But that limited thinking doesn't apply to a chosen one like you. For you, realism means acknowledging that God's power is limitless. Realism means understanding that the resources of the universe are vast and can flow to you at any second in any way. Realism means believing you are worthy of them. That's the new standard of realistic you must adopt. Take a deep breath and let that truth sink in. You are worthy. There is no stain from your past, no fear in your mind, and no label that the world has placed on you that can invalidate the worth God has imbued in you since the day you were born. Your worth is not up for debate. It is a divine fact. Accepting it is the first step toward opening the floodgates of abundance. This is where transformation truly begins, by settling, once and for all, that you deserve good things, that you deserve wealth, that you deserve to live a life unburdened by financial chains or emotional bondage. Imagine a life where every morning you wake up with a sense of peace, confident that your needs are met and then some, where you can give freely, love freely, create freely. A life where you don't just survive, but thrive. Picture what it would be like to see that bank account reflect the fullness of your destiny, to be able to pursue your passion without worrying about how the bills will get paid, and to support the dreams of those around you. That life isn't a far-off fantasy. It's within reach, hovering just outside the threshold of your current reality, waiting for you to say, "I'm ready." Now, I want you to pause again and comment 777 below. This isn't just a casual gesture. It's your signal to the universe that you're serious, that you're all in, that you're throwing caution to the wind and declaring your readiness to receive the wealth you've been promised. Each time you see that number, let it remind you that you have made a powerful, unbreakable decision to open your life to the flow of abundance. Let it remind you that you are part of a bigger plan, that you are not alone, and that all of heaven stands with you. Chosen one, do you feel the momentum building? That slight tingling sensation that maybe, just maybe, something incredible is about to happen? That's your spirit resonating with the truth. God is stirring the waters of your life, inviting you to step into them. Yes, it can be terrifying. Yes, it might cost you comfort and familiarity. But staying where you are is far costlier. Because stagnation robs you not only of prosperity, but of your purpose, your passion, and the countless lives you are meant to impact. You have to be prepared to let go of old habits and mindsets that no longer serve you. Poverty thinking, negative self-talk, circles of people who constantly dwell on lack, these must be released. The new chapter of your life demands that you surround yourself with those who believe in bigger possibilities, with those who see solutions instead of problems, and with those who also sense a higher calling on their lives. Your environment matters immensely. Watering seeds of abundance in toxic soil will never yield the harvest you're destined for. It's time to build a fortress around your mind, protecting it from the doubts and cynicism that swirl around this world. You are not of that realm. You are called to a different plane of existence, one where faith overrides fear, vision trumps limitation, and hope silences despair. If you can fortify your mind in truth, if you can consistently remind yourself of who you really are, then no circumstance on earth can hold you back. This is how you set yourself apart as the chosen one you truly are. Now, there is a price to be paid. This isn't a fairy tale. There will be obstacles, sacrifices, and moments that test your resolve. You may have to leave behind your comfort zone and risk failure. You may have to endure criticism from those who don't understand the path you're on. But let me tell you a secret. The greatest regrets in life are not from failing. They are from never trying in the first place. Because it's in the trying, in the stepping out, that you discover what you're really made of, and, more importantly, who stands behind you. In your journey toward wealth, you'll discover aspects of yourself that you never knew existed. You will find depths of courage that were hidden beneath layers of self-doubt. You will experience the power of prayer and faith in ways that shatter your old beliefs. You will see how adversity, rather than crushing you, actually catapults you to new heights of achievement. Each challenge is not a blockade, it's a stepping stone placed there to elevate you to higher ground. Do not despise the difficulties, because they are forging you into a vessel capable of holding immense blessings without breaking. Consider all those who came before you, the great men and women whose names we still speak with reverence. They, too, had to make a decision. They had to heed the call inside their soul, push past every barrier and claim what was theirs. You are cut from the same cloth. The same divine spark that fueled their greatness is kindled within you right now, urging you to believe that you are next in line for a breakthrough so grand it will echo through generations. What do you think happens when you fully embrace this truth? When you stop shrinking yourself to fit into the small expectations others have for you? When you dare to claim your wealth, your influence, and your right to be all that God created you to be? Your light becomes unstoppable. Doors that were once slammed shut swing wide open. People who once doubted you stand in awe. The environment around you shifts to accommodate the enormous vision you carry. That's the power of stepping into your rightful place. That's the power of believing you are indeed a chosen one whose life of wealth starts now. And wealth, my friend, is not a dirty word. It's not something you should shy away from or pretend you don't desire. Wealth is simply a tool, a channel that allows you to live freely, create impact, and leave a legacy. God did not design you to live in lack, barely scraping by. That was never the plan. The plan was to develop your character, to sharpen your gifts, and to set you apart so that when the blessings flowed, you would know exactly how to steward them. Think of the countless doors that will open when you have the resources you need. Think of the dreams you can birth into reality, the opportunities you can extend to others, the ways you can elevate entire communities. That's why wealth matters, not to inflate your ego, but to expand your capacity to love, to serve, and to bring solutions to a hurting world. So cast off the guilt and hesitation, embrace the calling of abundance as a critical piece of your divine mission. Now, let me address any lingering voice in your head that says, "But I'm not special enough. I don't have enough talent. I've failed too many times." Lies. Every one of those thoughts is a lie designed to keep you from stepping into your inheritance. If you are hearing these words, if you feel that internal resonance, you are exactly who God says you are, chosen, anointed, and appointed for such a time as this. Your past does not cancel your future. Your limitations do not limit God, and your mistakes do not erase the divine blueprint that was etched into your being from the moment you were formed. It's okay to feel a little apprehensive. Great callings always come with a bit of trepidation. But that nervous energy is just a sign that you're about to break through to a new realm of possibility. Let it fuel you instead of paralyzing you. Let it remind you that something extraordinary is at stake. Your destiny, your wealth, and the countless lives you will touch once you step into that destiny. Fear might knock at your door, but faith is what answers. Fear might whisper its lies, but you already hold the truth within your heart. So, dear chosen one, are you ready to do what it takes? Are you prepared to act, right here and right now, no matter the cost, because you know the cost of not acting is far greater? Your life of wealth is not some distant future. It's waiting to be claimed in this very moment. Don't wait for tomorrow or next week or next year. Don't let this divine opportunity pass you by. Seize it. Move. Take the next step that your intuition is urging you to take. Whether it's starting that business, creating that content, investing in that idea, connecting with that mentor, or making that phone call. If you need a sign, this is it. Stop waiting for permission from anyone else. God already gave you the green light when He placed that vision in your heart. Your confirmation is the peace you feel when you imagine yourself living in full abundance. The assurance is the sense of alignment when you take that bold step forward. Let nothing stop you. Let nothing slow you down. The time for hesitation is long gone. This is the era of manifestation for the chosen ones, and you are at the forefront of this wave. Take another deep breath. Can you feel it? The atmosphere around you is thick with possibility. Every molecule in the air is vibrating in anticipation of your breakthrough. Heaven is on standby, waiting to back you up with resources, connections, and miracles. All it takes is your yes. One small step of faith, repeated day after day, becomes a monumental journey that reshapes your entire existence. I want you to remember this moment. Let it be etched into your memory as the turning point, the instant you decided that playing small was no longer an option. You are stepping into a new chapter where wealth and purpose unite to form an unstoppable force. You are here to do more than just survive. You are here to flourish, to thrive, to lead, and to set a new standard for what is possible when a person fully aligns with their divine blueprint. Go ahead, comment 777 again. Flood this space with that powerful number. Let it be a chorus of declarations that we, as chosen ones, are ready to usher in a new wave of abundance and blessings. Each time you type those 3 digits, let it remind you of the Holy Trinity of faith, action, and manifestation. Let it remind you of the unstoppable power that arises when your will aligns with God's will. Even now, your future is being rewritten. The frustrations of the past are losing their grip, and the illusions of limitation are cracking under the weight of divine truth. Your heart is opening, your mind is expanding, and your spirit is rejoicing at the grand revelation unfolding before you. Let the tears come if they must. Let the emotions flow, because this is what it feels like to stand on the cusp of true transformation. You might ask, what if I don't have all the details? You don't need them. You only need to trust the next step, to act on the next nudge, to believe that each move you make is guided by a power that wants your success more than you could ever comprehend. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains. The faith that says, yes, even when the how remains unseen. When you step out in that kind of faith, wealth in all its forms rushes toward you. This includes financial blessings, but it also includes new relationships, surprising opportunities, fresh ideas, and the supernatural favor that can't be explained by human logic. You'll find people calling you out of nowhere, offering help or partnership. You'll stumble upon resources that answer questions you've had for years. You'll see doors open where there were only walls before. That's how divine intervention works. Swiftly, beautifully, and often unexpectedly. Some will question this path, possibly even ridicule it. They might think you're chasing fantasies or that your dreams are too grand. Let them talk. Their disbelief isn't your concern. You must remain steadfast. Great moves of God rarely come with unanimous approval from onlookers. Understand that your journey is unique. It was crafted by divine hands, not by the opinions of those who can't see what you see. This is your hour. No, it's more than an hour. It's your season. The seeds you've sown in tears will now be harvested in joy. The nights you spent wondering if you were on the right track are turning into mornings where the answers will be as clear as the sunrise. When God decides to bless someone, there's no human or supernatural force that can stand in the way. And guess what, chosen one? That blessing is here for you now. The question is, will you reach out and take it? Dare to stand up and declare your readiness. Dare to say, I will not be denied my inheritance. Dare to walk in confidence, even when logic screams that it can't be done. Because the logic of man is no match for the logic of God. In God's equation, one act of faith can topple a mountain of impossibilities. One bold decision can unlock a lifetime of abundance, and one unstoppable chosen one can shift the destiny of countless lives. Yes, your journey might look different from those around you, and that's exactly the point. You weren't called to fit in, you were called to stand out, to pave a new path, to carry a vision that defies the status quo. Wealth is a part of that vision because it gives you the platform and the capacity to reach higher and further than you ever could on bare minimum resources. No more apologizing for wanting more. No more hiding your ambitions so others don't feel uncomfortable. This is your time to shine unapologetically. Let that fire in your belly grow. Let it become a blaze that burns away every doubt and lights your path forward. Let the naysayers watch as you step into your appointed realm of greatness. Let them see how an ordinary person with extraordinary faith can partner with God to accomplish the unthinkable. Because once you decide, once you truly commit, no force can hold you back. Keep reminding yourself you are a chosen one. There's a reason you sense that deep call to prosperity, influence, and impact. There's a reason you can't just accept a life of mediocrity or scarcity. Your soul knows that it was crafted for more. So give it permission. Give yourself permission to dream bigger, to believe harder, to love deeper, and to receive more lavishly than you ever thought possible. Whenever the weight of the world tries to pull you back to the old ways of thinking, remember this moment and how you felt. Remember the surge of hope, the flicker of excitement, and the resonance in your soul that said, I was made for abundance. Let that be your anchor. Keep taking steps toward the life of wealth that's unfolding. Keep calling forth opportunities. Keep trusting the process. Keep speaking life over yourself and your circumstances. Above all, never forget that you do not walk this path alone. Your Creator walks beside you. The same force that knitted you together is also the force that orchestrates every synchronistic event, every divine appointment, every resource that will come your way. If you're uncertain, pray. If you're overwhelmed, find solace in spiritual peace. If you're weary, rest in the knowledge that sometimes the greatest act of faith is learning to be still, because in that stillness, the plan becomes clearer and the next step emerges with divine clarity. Now, one final reminder. Comment 7777 again, solidifying your decision. Each time you do this, you anchor yourself further into this new reality of wealth. Feel the energy shift around you, sense the momentum building, and know that a chain reaction has begun in the spiritual realm. You have awakened something powerful, something unstoppable, and it's about to flood every corner of your existence. Chosen one, your life of wealth starts now. But you must act. Do not let fear or complacency rob you of what is yours. Go forward with conviction, with fire in your veins, and with absolute certainty that this is your season of overflow. The ground beneath your feet is holy ground. Every step you take from this moment on is ordained to carry you closer to the abundance that has been calling your name. So stand tall, lift your head high, open your arms wide to receive. The universe has heard your cry, and the blessings are on their way. Your wealth begins now, and your willingness to act will set the course for generations to come. This is your legacy in the making. Embrace it, live it, become it. And watch how the windows of heaven pour out blessings beyond what you can contain. You are chosen for this, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stand in the way of a destiny that has been sealed by divine hands.